Sa... Wait, wait. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. So before we start our discussion, let us stand first for the prayer. Please lead the prayer, Vivian. Dear Lord, thank you for this nice Sunday, the opportunity to learn. Please send your spirit upon us. Fill us by His Jesus' strong blessings, and help us to devote ourselves to our studies. Guide our minds, grant us concentration, and help us to be patient and respectful of one another. And the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So before you take your seat, can kindly arrange your chairs and pick up the pieces of papers on the floor and throw in the baskets. Okay, thank you so much. So before we integrate our discussions, I have here classroom rules. So first, please read everyone. Please respectful. Treat everyone kindly. Raise your hand before speaking. Follow the teacher's direction. Engage actively in group activities. Do you understood our classroom rules? Yes. So thank you. I hope you are going to apply it to yourselves in our classroom, in our class today. So now I have here, despite the three images, I want you to observe the given pictures on the screens, and I want you to analyze those pictures properly. And in the next slides, I have prepared some questions in regards to the images I have shown to you. I'm giving you 2 minutes to analyze the pictures. By the way, I am going to call at least 2 students to answer the given questions in the next slides. Okay, are you done? So now let's proceed to the follow-up questions. So please stand up, Jason, and read the questions from 1 to 3, and then give your insights or give your answers to the following questions based on what you've observed in the given pictures.
Question number 1, what do you see in the picture? Question number 2, how are the people in the picture showing up that or one? Can you relate this to your own family? Question number 1, what do you see in the picture? I see is 1, family or siblings in the praying using pictures. Number 2, how are the people in the picture showing up for one another? The third picture is a family dining together. The first picture is two siblings are working together from home or playing together. Second is they are playing. So I guess one, they care for each other. Number 3, can you relate this to your own family? I can say no, because in our family we are in a broken family. So
Okay, thank you so much. So you're come from a broken family. So next, Josel, please stand up.
What do you think? So I see the family siblings, and also the second image is so
we're going to give you 2 minutes to prepare. And after that, we're going to present it in front. You're going to choose one representatives from your members to represent your task in front. So your 2 minutes starts now.
What is that? What is the vision of the scenario that
So based on what you read in the scenario, you are going to give your insights, or you are going to give what you learned or what you have preferred, what you understand about the scenarios. You're going to give your insights. Then choose one representative to present your insights in front. So I'm sorry, but after you give your insights, you are going to answer 3 questions. Okay, are you done? Since the group 1 is done with their insights in this scenario, so you are going to present it first. From group 1, choose one representative to present your insights about the scenario.
my insight of the scenario is that the younger is sacrificing his own time to help his brother. Like example, the girl has obtained a busy time to do his own work or other courses to do, but he sacrificed that to help his brother to do her homework or other activities.
Okay, thank you so much. From your group members, choose one representative also. Might as well to answer the questions from 1 to 3, or you are going to choose other members.
So, question number 1 is, what can you say about the girl's action? So, I can say that the girl's action toward this brother is very good, since we all know that as an older sister or a brother, we should help our younger siblings also. Why do you think she continues to help her brother despite being her? So, she continued to help his brother despite of being tired, because she wants that his brother will go into buhat yang po na iyang homework na nai-guide sa akin. Kay not all of our brothers are maglalaman. Sila lang yung kaya nila tugal ang mga na. So, yan ang magabangan ko. So, what kind of values is being exposed? So, ang values na ato ang makita sa business scenario. So, how to
So now that will be a good example, especially for those who have siblings. So the group 2,
our insight to the scenario is a young girl have daily sacrifices show her deep sense of responsibility and love for her brother. So despite her young age, she balances school and home duties with maturity, proving that selflessness can grow every difficult situation.
okay, thank you so much. Then, please stand up and answer the processing questions. First, what can you say about the girl's action? I can say that she really do her responsibility, good sister, to his brother. And second, why do you think she continues to help her brother despite being married? So she continue help his younger brother despite of her own responsibility because she really loves his younger brother. And then there is what kind of value that this situation show. It shows of how family really how family shows love to each other despite our busy schedules. We show love to our family. Okay, thank you so much. Give her a round of applause to Leanne, please. So now let's proceed to let's tackle with our main topic for today's agenda. So, but before we start, I have here our lesson objectives. Kindly please read everyone.
Identify the pain and elements of the story of each sister. Analyze the actions and emotions of the characters to understand their behavior and relationship. Appreciate the importance of the story in shaping cultural identity.
Okay, thank you so much. Now let's tackle about the story, The Big Sister by Consorcio Borne. So now I'm going to call on one student to read the first paragraph, and after which you are going to give your insights of what you've learned or what you have understand based on what you've read. So first, please read Jocelyn.
Ancient and devoted older sister, lovingly preparing her younger brother to come to the office where he's going to become, where he will attend high school. She hides her sadness behind a bright smile, though she feels deeply emotional about his baby. Having raised Tom since her mother's death, Isham has been both sister and mother to her, sacrificing her own childhood care and faith. Though she wants to study, part of her visions make and remain by the little boy who had always known. So, in the first paragraph, there was two siblings, which named Isham and Tom. So, Isham is devoted and loving sister, named Tom, which act as a mother and also a sister. Ito has quality of who's left character. Then si Isham is well emotional because siguro mamiss ito because it's too far for her to visit.
Okay, thank you so much, Rizal. So based on the first paragraph that Rizal's read, it is being recognized that Insham has a little brothers, although as what Giselle said, she is very devoted and loving to his sisters. I mean to his brothers since they are the only families that left in order for their brother to survive as well as for Insham. So the next paragraph, please read Miss Katrina.
breaks the news, Ito cries, afraid to leave home. His father and aunt comfort him, assuring him that he will stay with the relatives near the school and that Inchang will work to support his needs. So even as he tries to act strong, Inchang and Ata cry too, realizing how painful it is to see her brother go. So based on the second paragraph that I read, so it was not totally that itong would like to separate her sister because I think napalit na ito na siya kasi ang ating mo, hindi na lang na also doon din sa iyang apa o sa iyang ate mo nang nagbubusin hindi siya siya na rin istorya sa kami ito sabi na para mag-istorya ba sandali nga si Isha kayo ay magtrabaho para makasagot sa needs sa niya so why siya kayo school.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Katrina. So in this paragraph, so Isha will very devoted. So she even sacrificed her needs or her happiness in order for her to support Isha in study to Vivian. So the next, please read Jason.
Si childhood, Isha has done everything for her family. Cooking, cleaning, washing, and even defending her bodies. She gave up her own school and lived for his sake. Her father's small farm provided very enough for that, very needs, but Isham hard work kept things stable. Now that Ito must leave for school, she faced the same heartache she felt when her mother died, carrying the loneliness his absence with her. So in the first paragraph, one, it was indicated that Isham was doing mostly everything for his brother and even for the bully, depending for the bullies at school. And the next paragraph is that Isham is Isham's father is sweldo sa ni Isham's father is not enough to pay or even feed his son and daughter. Then Isham was also doing more to stabilize their family needs. Even for Isham that Itong must go to school, whatever it means, that Isham felt the same heartbreak as Itong because they both are taking each other and tuwag na sila lumas. So,
Okay, thank you so much, Jason. So in this stanza, it shows that even Inchang and Itongs are very compatible to each other, so they are going to have the sacrifices in order for them to support each other's journey, especially Itongs. No, so it is very rarely applicable for the siblings in order for them to support one another. So the next please read Maricar.
On the day of departure, the family and neighbors gathered to bid farewell. Itong, Taimik, and Terhol clings to his sister's hand, confessing that he is afraid to go. Inchang comforts him, pretending to be careful, even though her heart is breaking. Before leaving, he asked her to take care of his marbles and to send Vivian or a local delicacy to Mina, his childhood friend. This moment reveals his innocence and his deep affection for both his sister and me. For this, my insight is, on the day of departure, the family of Itong is gathered to have farewell on the day of the departure, and
so much, Maricar. Please give Maricar a round of applause, please. So in this stanza, it says that the time will come for. So in the day that the Itom's departure going to begin, this family is tearful and at the same time sad because it is the time where the Itoms is going to leave from far away in order for him to study to begin and conquer his dream. So in the next page, Vivian, during his stay in Vegan, Itom writes to his sister once a month. These letters express gratitude and love, and Isham proudly reads them aloud to their family. A year passes quickly, and when Itom returns home for vacation, he is taller, thinner, and more mature. Though sick with a persistent cold, he barely shares stories about his school life. And Sean noticed that he no longer plays marbles or spends as much time with Nina as before, signs that her little brother is growing up. So, in that summary, my insight is Sean really changed her attitude because also she in Sean, I heard that his little brother is also hurt when his big sister go abroad, and Itom's letters return home shows how much he has grown, and despite all the sadness of Itom, she still sent letters to her sister. So okay, thank you so much, Jayan. Yes. So in this stanza, there will be a big changes in Itom's personality or Itom's perspective. So in this, even they are far from each other, so Itom expressed her emotions and feelings through writing letters to his sister. So next, please read Giselle.
Soon, Ishan discovers a letter from Nana hidden in Tom's blanket. Realizing that he has been writing secretly to her, she feels a pang of sadness, understanding that Tom is no longer the boy who told her everything. When he asks her for money to buy a swimsuit, she hesitates but gives in, sacrificing her dream for buying a self-kerchief she had long desired. Her love remains unconditional despite her inner longing and jealousy. So, in this paragraph, so Shang discovers a letter which is weird for Shang because he knows from birth that Itom shares everything to her because she is only the family he has. Now that Itom has secrets and has starting to write letters and expressing his feelings, Inshang felt sad and also jealous.
Okay, thank you so much, Giselle. So for the next paragraph, please read Katrina.
Another year passed, and Itom comes home again. This time a young man, handsome in his white blue suit and pink tie. Inshang can hardly recognize him. When she sees him secretly smiling at Ina, she feels both hurt and proud. She knows he has changed and that her role in his life is completely changed. Her father is simply calling him my lawyer. Notice the same transformation. So based on this paragraph, so a year after so Itong come home to their town
emotions or express their emotions towards other company. So for the past few years, so he came to his hometown a young man. So there will be changes in Itong's personality and in other perspective as well. So the next, please read, Jian.
That night, while cooking, Insham weeps quietly, realizing that she can no longer treat her brother as the little boy she once cared for. Time has turned him into a man with his own life and love. Yet by morning, when Nena visits to borrow a pistol, Insham smiles warmly, accepting the inevitable. She begins to see Nena as a younger sister she never had, and through that kindness, she finally finds peace and letting Itong grow up and live his own life. So in that paragraph, Itong's older sister is she realized that her little brother will no longer her little brother. He cared for because his little brother is also growing up and being and also matured, and his big sister also proud from his younger brother.
Okay, thank you so much. So I hope you learned something from our discussion or our topic, the Big Sisters, a story of a Big Sisters by Consortium Morris. So in this last paragraph, it is state that Insham will not barely keep Itong's as his her little brothers in times for the past few years. So Itong's will grow and then he became a young man and many changes that comes into his life. So now I have prepared here some questions. So for the questions number 1, I want you to answer, Giselle.
Who are the main characters? So the main characters are the two siblings, the Insham and the Itongs.
So please remain standing. So can you please characterize Itang and Insham in the story? Insham and Itang.
Insham, so the sister, she is loving, caring, and also values connection with his brother. Itong is Insham's brother. She loving also, but became introvert after years.
So he became a young man from the boy to a young man. So the questions number 2, please read, Katrina.
So, what challenges did Insham face as a big sister? So, first of all, we all know that Insham faced as a big sister to stand as a mother and father to Itong Nolan. She sacrificed her childhood to sa pangalan. Siya yung mga trabaho para lang makasuporta ni Itong sa pag-school.
So based on what you answered in the question number 2, do you experience the challenges that Itang experienced to face those challenges?
Actually, yes. Dahil tungod sa pangitapusan sa aking papa. So, as a sister, no, as a big sister, and also a younger sister, no, mo na ikay mo sacrifice na lang sa para na mo yung kuan na yung pagkonsumo ninyo or
Okay, thank you so much. So it is a perk also to have a sister or to have a brothers in order for you to
his family to provide. And when she go home, when she go back home, she no longer see his younger brother because his younger brother turns out to be mature and no longer his little brother.
Okay, thank you so much. How about question number 5? Yes, Gian.
What problems did the main character face? So Injang faced the pain of emotional distance and realization that her brother was growing up and no longer as close to her because his younger brother being mature.
Okay, thank you so much. Give Gian a round of applause, please. So now let's proceed to the question number 6. Yes, Katrina.
So, why did Inshan sacrifice her own happiness for her brother? So, Inshan sacrificed her own happiness to achieve the goal to alam ko na si Tito may study dun sa modo siya and she chose to sacrifice her own childhood to makatawag siya.
So do you also sacrifice for your own youth or for your own needs or wants in order for you to provide your brothers or your family members?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay, so it is very important also my so to sacrifice in your own happiness in order for you to provide for your own family or for your own brothers and even sisters. So the question number 7, please read Maricar.
How did time change the relationship? Time to change the relationship when Itong go abroad and her sister, and when he go back, her sister can as he go back, her family wala na ni bisa na ilan niya tungod kay usa na ni hangkuan anang pangstura then
So yes, thank you so much. So there are time changes in their relationship. So like for example is when Itong is decided to study in Vigan. So in the past few years, so Itong will came home and then there's being noticed in her in his family that they noticed that Itong is very mature and might as well. There is a very big changes in his personality and in his objectives in his life. So the question number 8, please read Joseph.
Number 8, do you think Itong appreciate Inshan and his sister sacrifice? Why or why not? For me, yes, Itong appreciate his sister sacrifices because even though it's difficult for them to separate it, he still did and go far to study.
Okay. So do you have a sister?
Yes,
So in that scenario, you can have the can you please differentiate your sisters in Sham's personality?
I am the big sister, so for me, we are the same because I would also like to sacrifice everything for my little sister.
Okay, that's a good thing to hear that you have your own personality to sacrifice and give your love and comfort to your sister. So the question number 9, please read and answer, Katrina.
So if you were Itong, what would you do differently? So if I were Itong,
sister to convey deeper meanings about family relationship and societal expectations. The author used symbol as a big sister because Insham is a caring and loving sister for ito, and she kanang iya yung amuma the same as a iyahang parents until itong came back from either countries.
Okay, thank you so much. So, the author symbolize or the big sister symbolize as a duty, as a Insham's duty as a big sister. She shows unconditional love and support, and even the sacrifice that she did in order for her to support his elder brothers in sending to other schools in order for those to study and fulfill his dreams. So number 11, please read and answer, Jayan.
Have you ever made a sacrifice for a sibling or a family member? Yes, I made a sacrifice for my family and my siblings because I truly love my family.
So can you state one of your sacrifices for your family, in your family that you did for your siblings or even your family members?
The little thing that I'm gonna show the sacrifice of my family is by helping them and also support every decision that they make.
Okay, thank you so much. So individual of us or one of us will make the sacrifice for our family or our siblings in order for them to have those courage to face the challenges or to face the situations that they are facing or they are struggling those the time pass. So the question number 12, please read, Giselle.
Why is it important to show gratitude to those who help us? So, it is important because they show effort and also to value those help, even though it is just a little, and also to appreciate the simple things they did for us.
So thank you so much. So the gratitude of the big sisters is the value and the sacrifice or the love and compassion towards our family members or towards our loved ones. So the last question, please read and answer Miss Katrina Kabaho.
So models that reflect Filipino cultures and values. So, as a Filipino, no, isa na ginaon sa kalisulong, ginabangay kaputan niyo, no, it was our culture to help others, bisan na siya kadugo or someone that value sa gitna ng mga ginagong bisan kung sa mo may mga wallet, for example, bisan kamag-anak ka na nato kay ato ang iyong kung i-care natin sila ba? So, ako ano
Okay, thank you so much. So the big sister by consortium working will reflect as a Filipino people here in the Philippines. So we integrate the values and the sacrifices in not just in the cycle of our family members and our siblings or your parents, but also we integrate those kind of values and cultures in our like for example at our neighbors in our what we call this your relationship towards others. So it is very important also to show the gratitude and to show the cultures and values that reflects on yourselves and towards also for others. So now, thank you so much for listening to our story, Big Sister by Consortium Working. Now, let's proceed to our instructions, which is compare sit beside Giselle. Please remain standing and answer.
Number one, teacher.
Yes.
How were your experience similar or different from theirs? Okay. For me, as a teacher, I need to discipline my other siblings that they can learn how to build households and to do their own uh,
So like for example, you have a sister or you have a brother, you are hard-headed, and they will not be able to listen what you scold them or what you implement them in order for them to learn. What are you going to do?
I'm going to talk calmly that they can understand what I'm going to do or what I'm saying that they're doing is wrong or right and they can understand.
Okay, thank you so much. We give a round of applause for our teachers. So it is very important also for us to not just for the sake of our sisters or our brothers or our siblings, not just for their sake. We are going to like for example, we are going to scold them for doing the bad decision or for doing the wrong thing that they've done. But also it is the courage for them to learn and to have the audacity to perform their duties as a siblings. So the question number 2, please read and answer, J.N. Can you please compare and reflect to your own
Question number 2. What lesson from the story applies to your family? So the story teaches me the value and love and sacrifice to those family, and of course the family that we care, and also to accept that that growing up can change the relationship, but still the care and love will also remain from us.
Okay, thank you so much. So now I have here, kindly please read everyone.
Students will be divided into 4 groups. Each group will express empathy, love, and sacrifice to different tasks.
Okay, thank you so much. So in this part, I'm going to divide you in only 2 groups since many of your classmates is not around. So I will be dividing you into 2 groups. So same as well earlier. So this will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. So the group 1, kindly please read.
The performance.
Create a short role play or skit showing a moment of family sacrifice.
family across miles.
True far apart.
Our hearts stay near. Your love reaches me, calm and clear.
Through hardships, storms, and nights so long, family's care makes me strong, and I thank you.
Thank you so much, Group 2. So now let's proceed to our, I want you to get one half crosswise in our assessment and answer the questions that follow. Answer directly. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So let's proceed to the next slide. Who's still answering? Okay, so the next slide.
We're done.
Okay. Are you done?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so now let's the time is running up, so please pass your papers in front. So now I want you to get your assignment notebook and please copy your assignment. So write a short paragraph, 5 to 7 sentences about how do you show love and sacrifice for your family. Be ready to share it next meeting. So do you understand our assignment, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you so much. So in our wrap-up activities, so I'm going to call Vivian. What lesson can we learn from Diksha and Itong about love, sacrifice, and family connection? Please stand up and answer.
What lesson we can learn from enhancing Insha and Itong about love sacrifice and family connection. I learned how the big sister care for her brother, and she sacrificed her that's something.
Okay, thank you so much, Baby Joy. So in the base of what you've answered, I can see that you are listening to my discussions effectively. So now let's end our discussions for today's agenda. Please stand up and let's have our closing.